Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nayaswami Padma, and today is August 11th, and I wanted to offer you this noontime inspiration from the teachings of Paramahansa Yogananda. Today, the quotation that I have to offer is this. Do not expect a spiritual blossom every day in the garden of your life. Have faith that the Lord, if you surrender yourself to Him completely, will bring you divine fulfillment in His time, which is the right time. Having sown the seed of God aspiration, water it daily with prayer and right action. Remove from your mind the weeds of lethargy, doubt, and indecision. When the sprouts of divine perception appear, tend them with devotional care. One morning you will behold fully grown the fairest flower of self-realization. This is a little bit similar to the quotation that I offered on Monday, but it approaches it from a slightly different angle, which is to say, it's less about the attachment than it is about the expectation that we as human beings tend to have. And in fact, he uses that word, do not expect. Do not have any expectation. One of the most beautiful stories that I love from Yogananda's autobiography of a yogi is after Yogananda first meets his guru. No, I'm sorry, it's the next stage. It's about 6 months after Yogananda is living in his guru Sri Yukteswar's ashram. He suddenly goes to Sri Yukteswar and he says, I want to go to the mountains to find God in the Himalayas. And Sri Yukteswar calmly says something to him in response, something about, you won't find God from an inert mountain. Hint, hint. You're here with a living master. Wake up, smell the coffee. He doesn't sort of say that as straight up and concretely as you and I might like or prefer. And Yogananda argues with him, and at that point, Sri Yukteswar doesn't respond at all with words. And Yogananda said, I mistook his silence for consent. Talk about a dangerous trap to fall into spiritually. And so Yogananda left the ashram, went to the Himalayas. There's a whole big story that goes along with that in the book. And then, after a long period of time, after he's learned his lesson that he needed to go back to the ashram and live with Sri Yukteswar if he really wanted to realize God. And so after he does that and he goes back to the ashram and he sees Sri Yukteswar, he apologizes to Sri Yukteswar and he says, I'm so sorry, I was so rude, I didn't understand. And Sri Yukteswar's response, and this is my point, he said, I have no expectation. And basically, because I have no expectation, I can't be disappointed in whether you come or go. It's up to you to choose. The door's always open. You have to choose to want to spend time with God. And I mean, he doesn't say it in all those words, but that's his meaning. And the reason I love that story is because it so illustrates God's love for us. God's love for us has no expectation the way human love does. God only wants the best for us, and we can open our arms wide and receive that best for us now, or we can do it in 100,000 lifetimes. That divine promise is eternal, and God is very, very patient. And so it is. That's the patience that we want to learn to live with as well. To live in each moment simply for the loving of God. And then if if God gives us an experience in return or not, it doesn't matter. We just keep loving without any expectation. Joy to you, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Blessings. Bye bye now.